I know. Like, I know y'all want to say 38, really? Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shandi. Today video is a little personal, a little exciting, a little scary, but honestly, it's a little surreal. I am 16 weeks pregnant at 38 years old. I know, I know. Like, I know y'all want to say 38, really? Because usually that people say that cutoff age should be like 35. And now when I go to the doctor, they consider it as geriatric. So I feel so old and I'm still young. But in the doctor's world, 38 is kind of old and it's a little scary and more complications possibly. But we're going to pray it's not that way. So I'm 38 and then my husband is 40. Now he may be old because 40, we'll say that's close to old. But I wasn't ready. This was definitely unplanned, y'all. But we're going to get into more of the deets. All right, so we're going to talk about what this journey has been like physically, emotionally, mentally, and just why I want to share it with you guys, right? So first, I've been dealing with, if you've been along with me, right, last year, from November on, well, it's been a lot last year, but the end of last year, I've been dealing with low iron. So I've been having no energy. I probably pretty much did not vlog a lot. I think I did the whole vlog summer, but come from January, February, March, I didn't vlog, right? Because I didn't have no energy. My iron was low. I did show you guys, if you go back to some videos, I'll post one right here. You'll see me going to get iron infusions. I had to get 5 treatments. And that was a disaster just getting those because I have bad veins, so it's hard for them to find my veins in my body, right, in my arms. So I used to get pricked in the hands, everywhere, and it wasn't working. But I did get the 5 treatments, and to them, when I got retested in February, it looked like it worked, right? Because to them, the numbers went from like 30, jumped up to 80 of my iron. That's when I had the treatment, but my body just wasn't feeling like the treatment was working, right? So then I got tested in February. I just wasn't feeling like the treatment was working. Like they're saying the numbers is high, but no one know why my energy was never working. So they're like, okay, maybe we're gonna try again. You'll probably have to, I think May, which is we're in May now, at the end of May, but the end of the week, in the last week of May, I'll have to go back for more testing to see if my iron improved. Now this is a different doctor that I was going to. This is an oncologist, right? I have to go there for because of my blood, my iron and everything was low. So we thinking it's the iron, something in the iron or something else could not be working. So they did a whole lot of testing, and they just don't know why. Like the iron is showing it's increasing, but we just don't know why my energy was just not coming. Like when I say I had no energy, like I could barely get out of bed. I actually was not getting out of bed. Like y'all saw in our previous videos, I've read how many books in bed. I think one month I read like 38 books. Like literally, I could not get out of bed at all to do the stuff that I needed to do. But I worked, but I worked literally in bed. Everything was done in bed. Probably why I gained more weight. But we couldn't figure that out. So I go on vacation to Dallas in March. You guys will see my Dallas video just previously, a couple videos back. You'll see we had a good time. I didn't show much, but we did like the museum. I was kind of out of energy going to the museum. We go to play like the little immersion game with the kids. I did that. I put as much energy I can to that. By the time I got back to the hotel, I was ready to go to sleep. We went to the water park. I kind of did that. I just stayed in the lazy river because I had no energy for nothing else. I don't get on rides like that anyway. We also did skating, but I didn't even skate. Usually I skate with the kids. No energy. I just stayed. So when I got back, I'm just like, something ain't right. Something just was not right. Like, I'm like, it's just not right. But then I saw that I missed my menstrual. I'm like, I don't never. Like, at first I used to miss my menstrual a lot because I have PCOS. Right? I can go like 6 months without menstrual. And then 6 months on non-stop. So, but since I've gotten that regulated, I've had normal menstruals. So March 8th, I missed it. I'm like, okay, something ain't right for me to miss that. I don't know what this is. But we gonna take a test just in case. So I have my husband go take a test. I was on the phone with my sister and my sister-in-law. And I'm like, let me just take this test just to, wean that off. And then if something wrong, if I'm not pregnant, I need to go check with the gynecologist because there's no way I should have missed this menstrual when the pills that she gave me originally has solved that problem for me. And it's been like a year since I solved that problem. So I should have been fine. My menstrual started becoming normal. Take that test, y'all. To say I was very disappointed. That was my reaction. Very disappointed. And I don't know, when I say disappointed, it's just because I wasn't expecting it. We already have 4 kids. We weren't looking for no more. Wasn't trying to have no more. Our oldest is 20. He'll be 21 next week. No, he'll be 21 this week on Thursday, May 29th. He'll be 21. Our youngest is 11, but she'll be 12 in October. All right, October 11th. Why would I want to start over 12 years later? It was not expected. This was not expected at all. And that's why I say I feel disappointed. Not disappointed oh my God, baby. No. It's more disappointed that I wasn't expecting it. We thought we were done. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I will say, what do you expect? Like most people gonna say, what do you expect if you wasn't on birth control? I was not on birth control. So yes, that could have been the outcome. Yes, we did follow the PO method, if you know what the PO means, right? We was doing that, been doing that for 12 years, perfectly fine. Because I've been got on birth control because birth control messed my body up, which is why I feel like I have PCOS because of that birth control, right? And I think I've been on almost all birth controls possible. It just did not work for me. But we did the PO method. I just feel like the PO method worked fine. But somebody, I ain't gonna say no name, has a weak PO game. So we gonna say that's why that didn't work, right? But yeah, we didn't have any excitement at first. I'm not even gonna lie. We didn't have no excitement because it just was not expected. All our kids are older. We expect them to be 21. Even though he still lives with us, stuff like that. He pay rent, he pay bills here. But we just expected, they once they all grown, be on their own, we'll have a little bit more freedom. Like I said, we got a 21-year-old, 18-year-old, and a 15-year-old. That'll both one be 19 this year, and the other will be 16 this year. And we got our youngest one, she'll be 12 this year. So it's they almost out. They almost grown and on their own, and we can travel the world without them. All our aspirations of what do we want to do? What we gonna do the little van life, and yeah, we can't do that no more now. We gotta start all over again. So it's a lot. So yeah, so neither one of us was excited at first, but we were disappointed, of course, but we're just it is what it is. We're just gonna double check though, so we how you get in your mind, it is, but you I'm gonna put it out and just, that ain't really true. We just gonna check again, go to the doctor to make sure the doctor gonna tell it like it is. Maybe this test is wrong. So yes, I went to the doctor, checked it, did the blood test, and it came back yes. And then my that was at the regular doctor, and then my gynecologist as well did it, and it came back yes. So I got 3 tests at this point. So yeah, the kids, they were I would say they weren't excited or they wasn't disappointed. They were just so, they was y'all old. Ain't y'all too old for this? That was all they said. And they just made fun that we got to start all over again. We thought we was going to have the house by ourselves, but now y'all got to start all over again. But nope, they didn't get no problems and nothing like that. I won't say they wasn't disappointed or they wasn't, excited either. Because like I said, my kids are older, so they don't care. But once I got further along a little bit, when you're getting close to taking that, what was that test called? When you take the NIPT test to let you know if it's going to be any genetic issues and stuff like that, that's when they were okay, when are you going to find the sex? I think they were more, they weren't excited at first like we were in the beginning either. But as it come along, they okay, what's the sex going to be? When are we going to know? We need to know right away. Especially my oldest son and my oldest daughter, my youngest son and my oldest daughter were texting me. What's the sex? What's the sex? What's the sex? So we found out what the sex was. And stay tuned for the end of this video. Well, not at the end, right after this stuff, I'll pop in the video of what sex was before I do this unboxing. I don't have any fears about being an older mom. You know, I guess you could say, because I just hate saying that I'm an older mom and I'm only 38. Like, I feel like 38 is very, very young. I don't know why they put the 35 as the cutoff age, or not even the cutoff age, but you know, the primal age of you having a child, meaning your time stop ticking or something, your clock stop ticking. Like, I hate that they say that, but I have no fears of being an older mom. I feel like by me being an older mom, obviously I'm well more established. I am married, so it's two, even though with my second daughter was two anyways, both of us, so we're a team. So the help is still always there. Then now I have older kids that's definitely going to help. Like I'll say, when I have my first son, obviously I didn't have no kids to help me with that or nothing like that. Not to say it's kids' responsibility, but it's great to have, you know, their siblings to help you out, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, be nurturing, because it kind of teaches them a little bit. But I have family though. Like, my family in Chicago showed out for my oldest son. Like, that was the help. My second son, I didn't have that much help. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of did my own. I was married at the time, but no comment. I did most by myself until I met my husband. My son was almost going on 2 when I met him, and he helped out obviously with him. He jumped in right away and started helping out. So yes, I will say that I did have that help. And then of course, you know, he's already had my oldest daughter from a previous marriage, so he had the help there already. And then when we had our daughters together, so we've had help. So now that we have a 5th child, we have a lot of help, because technically 2 of our kids are grown. And then you got another teenager, which he's almost there. 2 more years and he'll be grown. So we got help. We gonna have some hands on deck. I already told them who's gonna be having diaper duty, who's gonna be on feeding duty, who's gonna be on napping duty. It's gonna be some help going in this house, okay? Everybody gonna be pitching. I told them, this is all our baby. This is y'all baby too. This is everybody's baby, okay? This is a village. It takes a village. And they gonna see just how hard it was raising them. We gonna see how they gonna help raise this one. They gonna see what we talk about. But other than that, I have no fears of it at all. It's a lot of help going on. I feel like we have more time to put in than we did, you know, previous kids, because of more work that we've had to do, and now we're more established. I work from home. The first 2 kids, I did not work from home at first until later on, and then my daughter, of course, I work from home with her. But it was, you know, the economy's bad now, but we're well more established than we were then, so we'll have that help, right? Being pregnant at 38 is quite different than being pregnant in your teens, your early 20s, and your early 30s. It's definitely different. Of course, you know, I was a teen mom. You probably don't know, but I was a teen mom. My oldest is 21, so he's 17 years younger than me. So I had him young. I said at the time, I had a whole lot of energy. Like with him, I was able to run and catch the bus. Before I even got my car, I was able to run and catch the bus at that time. Obviously, I was in high school my last year. I was able to, you know, have a whole lot of energy with him. My second son, I was in college. So I think I was like 20. I might have been like 22. He's what, 15? He'll be 16 this year. I was maybe 20. Yeah, I think I was 22 with him. Yeah, I think I was 22 with him. So I was in college for sure. I was actually graduating college that year. I graduated while I was pregnant with him, actually. So obviously that was a lot, but it was easier. You know what I'm saying? I had the energy, and when I say I had to go to college, I had to take a train, even though I had the car, but you ain't paying for the parking in Chicago, so I had to catch 2 trains to Chicago and to school. I went to DePaul University up north, and a long walk throughout the campuses. So I had a lot of energy when I was younger. In other words, when you're in your 20s or late teens, you have energy. A lot of energy. So I feel like those was easy breezy pregnancies. I had no issues with them at all. Cravings, you know, but that's about it. But other than that, no sicknesses, I don't remember like really no throwing up. I remember morning sickness, and that's about it. Like when I was on the bus one time, I had to stand up with my oldest son when I was on the bus and pregnant. and it was packed. Like, we were traveling, you know how packed those buses get, so I had to stand up on my way to school, and I ended up fainting and sitting on somebody's lap. So, and that got them to get up and give me the seat. But that's like, I had no bad complications with neither one of those. My second son, no complications. I think with my daughter, I can't even remember with her, and I was like 20. I think with her, I had to be like 25 with her, or 26. I probably was like 26 or 27 with her. So, because her and my son like 4 years. So all my kids are spaced apart. When I say 5, 4, like I don't play. They stay spaced out. But yeah, I was in my late 20s with her, so it was simple. I think the only issues I had with her is I was itchy a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I had energy still. I was in my 20s still. I think I had energy. That didn't stop me from being, I don't even remember being tired for the other 3 pregnancies. That's what's crazy. Like, I don't remember being so exhausted that you can't work or you can't get up or you can't do anything. Like, I just don't remember that. But for some reason, being pregnant after 35, I just could barely keep my eyes open. It's like, I don't remember ever experiencing that, especially when I was going to school and stuff like that. Like, I don't remember that ever being an issue with any of those 3 pregnancies. But this one, I can keep my eyes open, y'all. That's the big difference. Like, it's just, you just worn out. My energy is like, it's low. And I know I do have low iron, but come think about it, I've had low iron all my pregnancies. Like, it's been all my life I've had low iron. So, I don't know. This one just it's wearing me out. I can tell you that much. I'm telling myself I'm too old for this. Like, I'm too old for this. I don't have the energy to get up, do what I gotta do. Then when I'm at work, I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait till this clock go to end so I can get off and go to bed and take a nap. Like, I be needing a nap. Even on my lunch, I be trying to take a nap. So I think that's the only thing that's the difference with that. All right, so other differences, like I said, everything was fine. Similar, same besides me being tired. Cravings, no different. Like, I've had cravings in the past. I feel like this one I already haven't gotten to cravings yet. So I'm only 4 months. Like, today literally makes 4 months. So I have like no crazy cravings. Like, I've been liking, Wendy's lately with they salty nuggets, but no cravings like that. It's like, watermelon. I think watermelon is the only thing right now that I just have to constantly have, like watermelon. Like, I don't know why, but I've just been really into having watermelon almost every day. So maybe that's it. And I don't remember having that for none of the other ones. I think the other ones was like cheese sticks. Another person I used to eat McDonald's, McChickens at the time and I can't even stomach that stuff now, but it was McChickens with fries. I like to dip them in the caramel sundaes. That was my craving for my first son's pregnancy. I can't remember what my craving was for my second son, but my daughter's, hers was definitely Sonic's cheese sticks. Like, I used to have to have cheese sticks every day before I go to work. And the Stevie B's pizza of using Atlanta, Stevie B's pizzas in Atlanta, I had to have the buffalo pizza. I don't know why. So those are the only cravings I had then. And then cereal. I used to eat cereal a lot throughout the rest of the pregnancies. I don't have cravings like that for cereal. Maybe every blue moon, but it's really just been watermelon. So I'm just curious as it goes along what other cravings I'll pick up, because right now I don't have nothing too big besides watermelon. But mentally and maturity wise, obviously, I think I've been mature all my life. Everybody keeps saying they feel like I have an old soul. They've always told me that all my life. So I feel like nothing changed there. Mentally, I feel like I've always been in a good headspace, except my second son. I went through some traumatic stuff then, and mentally I probably, went through a lot. So, but nothing mentally wise. Everything is fine besides my energy, but that's it. And that's coming and going, so it's picking up a little bit now. But yeah, nothing mentally either. I feel like I'm in a good headspace, especially to be starting over. But I feel like I'm in a good headspace. There's been no really concerns or anything like that with my doctor checkup. I did the NIP test, which I mentioned earlier. I had the test came back, everything straight. No no high percentages on anything. And I think they test you for like Down syndrome, trigonometry, any chromosome defects and stuff like that. All that came back perfectly fine. And that's when I found out the gender on that one too. Now I haven't had the ultrasound gender thing yet. That goes, I get that in 4 more weeks on my 20th week checkup, and that is in June. So around June 20th, I'll know. I'll get the definitely confirmation, from the ultrasound. When I do my anatomy, they tell you, they'll look and see specifically if what the blood test, NIP test tells you. But the NIP test is usually like 90-some% accurate, especially if you have a boy. Or then I believe when you have a girl, it's like 80-some accurate. So we will see which one it is. And then I think I touched a little bit on symptoms. I don't have no symptoms besides being tired. So like, that's it. Other than that, yeah, I think just being tired and like my morning sickness, that was in the very early stages too. So that was something that was quick. I probably threw up one time, so it wasn't nothing too bad. But yeah, I'm trying to think what other symptoms I got. That's it. It's just me being tired. I mean, body aches a little bit more now that I'm a little older, and I guess since it's been like 12 years since I've had a baby, so I think my body is now trying to stretch, and I feel like my hips and stuff is trying to wide more because all you're down in your hip area and pelvic area is hurting more, so you can tell my body is definitely trying to spread itself, right? So I think it's trying to expand and get that canal ready in the next 5 months. It'll be here, so my body's just trying to adjust at the moment. But other than that, that's it. I feel like I haven't really had no bad symptoms or anything like that. We're excited to see what's going on and why I'm embracing this journey. At first, I was a little worried about what people may say, like another baby, you're how old? But I too was thinking that myself. But at this point in life, it is what it is. You know how you just get to that point that you don't care what nobody got to say? And one, I am married, so we can have 1,000 kids if we want to. We take care of our own. We pay our own bills. So it really don't matter. But I feel like it is what it is. Kids are a blessing. It was God's will, not nobody else's. So it was unexpected to us, and it is what it is. We gonna deal with it. We just praying no more after this. This is Cinco. After this one, we gonna pray no more, because somebody might have to do something. You want to get a snip or something, because maybe I can't do this. And we just be selling. But honestly, I feel like I am mentally and stronger physically, probably physically a little out of there because, my energy. But mentally, I feel like we're there. Emotionally stronger. So we got it. We got a village, and our village is everybody in our household, because they all have said they'll pitch in where they can pitch in at, even though, of course, it's not their responsibility. We won't put it on them as their responsibility, but they all will help out some form of way. And even if they don't, like, we got it. We know how many kids by now. We know what we're doing. It ain't changed, so we're ready for it. I'll be sharing more updates along the way. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video as well. But follow along with my journey of being pregnant as an older mom, as they say. Yeah, follow along this beautiful chaos that's gonna go on, because I know it's gonna be a lot. And I'm gonna try my best to keep vlogging everything, my journey along the way. Even I'm gonna try to get some doctor clips in there if they let you, because they be funny acting. But my next anatomy scans in 4 weeks, so I'm gonna try to get a clip of that, even if I can get it on my phone. But follow along with my journey. We'll see how it goes. Y'all can help me along the way. Any tips? Anybody else that's 35 and over that's pregnant and they consider it as geriatric, or it's another new term they was using. I can't even remember the term no more. But like anybody else over that age, how is that going for you guys? If you've had a child over 35, or if you're currently pregnant over 35, I want to join y'all community, baby. We can throw some tips out there. Let me know. Drop in the comment. You just got through watching the video of the gender reveal. So what do you think? Got 2 boys. 2 girls, and this final one ended up being a boy. Yeah, that broke it. Keep in mind, there's 3 females in the house. We have 3 boys in the house. Now we have another boy. I don't think me and my husband really didn't care which sex it was, because at this point we already have 2 and 2. However, biologically, I have 2 boys and 1 girl, and biologically he has 2 girls. So this would be his first and final biological boy. So at least he gets to have that as well. You get what I'm saying? So I got 2 boys and I got my 1 girl. He has 2 girls, and now he's gonna finally get his 1 biological boy. We ain't doing no juniors in this house, so we want our kids to have their own identity. So no juniors or anything like that. So we did come up with some little names. We trying to figure out which one's like best, and it's gonna definitely start with a D because his name starts with a D. So I kind of like do that type of stuff. And just to say what my kid's name is, my oldest is Cabrion. My second child boy is Braylon. And then my youngest one is Kaylin. So y'all kind of see how I trying to keep them together, where they Braylon and Kaylin's name came out of Cabrion's name. And then, you know, our oldest daughter he had from a previous marriage. Her name was Aaliyah. So she don't really have like a simple name like him, but I'm a little different. I don't want to do just simple. I want you to have your own identity. I don't want to be 1,000 Ashleys in your classroom and y'all trying to figure out who is Ashley S or Ashley W or Ashley P. We gonna have a different name, you know. So Cabrion, Braylon, and Kaylin, and then this one is not gonna go along. I wanted to go along. I did want to say Dalen, but they was like, nah, they like Dalen. So we got a different name that is gonna be deviated from theirs. Like how Leah's is definitely deviated from theirs, but this one will have a different name, but it will be a D though. I'll say that. So we'll figure it out. We're working on some names because I like denim and some of them like it and some of them don't. It's a lot, but yes, it's a boy. He gets to finally have his first and last, literally only boy, because biologically, you know, we got 4 kids together, but biologically, he'll have his boy. So let's go ahead and let me grab these boxes to do the baby list.